Alrighty, good morning guys. Well, back out here at this big old fence row. Goal today is to try to get all this swept up, cleaned up, everything graded. Don't know if I can get it done or not. There's a lot of damage out here from that big old elm tree, and it is cold, 17 degrees. So anyway, man, am I thankful to be in a cab. But anyway, that's going to be the plan, is to probably going to go in and first of all try to sweep up all the sticks, get them swept up and get them pushed over towards the piles, and then I'll come back and start taking some dirt, you know, and start putting up in these piles, you know, where this damage was at, or this where the fence row was at, where the damage was at. Alrighty guys, I think I got enough heat built up in her now. I'm going to start in cleaning this up. There's nothing going to be very exciting today, I'm telling you. It's going to be quite boring even for me. So I'm probably not going to film all of this, and there'll probably be a lot of time lapse involved here. So, but we're going to try to do the best we can here. So, all right. Alright guys, well, haven't been filming much, but we're making progress here. Good grief. Looking good. The situation that we got in here, you know, you don't understand why they put these rocks in this particular spot until you get all the trees out and you start looking. Well, you got a big transition off right here, okay? So you got a big difference in the elevation of the ground. See how much higher it is behind the loader than it is down here. Okay, and if you'll look here, you'll also see a transition down here, and then it goes up. You have a gradual slope down here as well, but everything is kind of sloping towards the middle here. okay? And you see all this kind of coming down here. Where does it all kind of come out at? It comes out like right here. So inevitably, they've had a wash problem here at some point, and so that's why they stack these rocks in here to slow that water down. So we have to keep these rocks right in here, and more than likely what I'll have to do, I don't want to get the loader up on top of them a whole lot, so what I'll probably do is, like I said, I'm cutting these down right now, kind of shoving them over here to give me a little bit more material over here, and I'm probably going to take the excavator and get over here and start fine-tuning these. Okay, we're going to have a big transition drop here. It just is what it is. We got a mound of dirt right there. I'm going to try to get worked in here, but we're just going to be low here. Again, I have to be careful about going in here and trying to scrape any dirt up because of his irrigation. Now, because of all the trees and stuff, I have a little bit of room right in here to play with because of these trees and stuff around here, and the irrigation is going to be on the outside of that, on the outside of that pile. So I do have a little bit of dirt in here that I can play around with, but I don't want to go and start cutting it really, really low, or we're going to have a water retention issue right here. So this is a bit of a cluster right in this situation here. So, but we'll get her figured out and we'll get her all lined up. And like I said, I'm going to start cutting this, kind of getting more stuff over here. We got to leave this here. Like I said, it's got to have a way to slow that water down as it transitions there. So anyway, I'm gonna kind of start working my way, go down there. I've shoved some of the brush there. I'm gonna start working my way back down through here with these rocks, and try not to run up on top of the rock pile very much. But I'm gonna set you up here and we'll start working her down this way. Alrighty guys, well, not much in the way of video this afternoon because I knew I was going to be tight on time, so man, I just kept hustling. It is a tough one to clean up. It really and truly was. I don't know how well you can see that, but I mean, all in all, the old worthless track loader, you know, done it again. But, you know, all in all, it's, I'm very pleased with it. I'll go through tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to come out here and I'm going to restack these piles, get them a little taller and a little tighter. And some of this crap, these roots and stuff I pushed up, I'm going to go ahead and get those kind of tore apart and get them up on the pile too, and let them set just a little bit. But anyway, yeah, I mean, I'm really pleased. Not gonna get, with these hedge trees, you're not gonna get everything, but what I'll do tomorrow, what I'll do is I'll come back, and some of these little ones, I'll take the track loader and snip these off with my bucket. I'll work my way down. I hate them stragglers, you know. I do. It drives me nuts. Pet peeve of mine, but I'm not going to get them all, and I'm not even going to try. You know, if he wants to, he can take a brush hog and run down through here. That's the best thing to do. Main thing I wanted to do is get all the sticks picked up over towards the piles and get this kind of leveled in. We'll walk down here and I'll show you where these rocks are at. That took the most time to get those straightened up because it was just such a pain. I mean, like I said, these few little stragglers here, and I'll take and snip them off. Ain't gonna be no big deal. I hate pushing into the sun this time of the day, and man, it was killing my eyes. But I may take the excavator and kind of come in here and try to pluck a few more of these out. First rain we get, there'll be more of them pop up. Like I said, these hedges, man, you just see this real big old long root. See if I can get it to bust off. Oh well. They're just like freaking rubber bands. Like I said, I gotta sift through those, get them up on there, and these piles here I want to take, get them stacked higher because they're spread out. There's some really big trees in this one and that one. Truthfully, probably could have combined these two, but I wasn't for sure how this was all going to play out, so I just erred on the side of caution. Made two separate ones instead of one gigantic one. But see, if you remember how all this rock was all piled up and gnarly and all the big holes and stuff, this turned out really good. Shouldn't be no complaints from the fencing guys there for sure. I'll go through and hand pick some of these and get these out of there. You can't sift them out with the rocks. But yeah, looks pretty. Old worthless track loader struck again. Just wish they weren't so worthless, right? Well guys, I'll probably go ahead and call this one. Tomorrow morning I'm gonna run out here, spend a couple hours just restacking this and picking up, hand picking up some of these loose roots and stuff that are laying down here, kind of like this, you know. You try to get every one of them, you're going to take a whole bunch of dirt to the pile, and I don't want to do that. So anyway, like I said, I'll just go tomorrow in the morning. I'll go and restack them. That pile down there got such big trees in it, and it got really close, a little close to that where the fence is going to be at. So I'm probably going to take and pull that, just try to stack it on the other side. The rest of these will be okay, because we're tying into that gate post down there on this side of the rock pile. And so it's gonna, fence is gonna come right down, you know, basically about right where I'm at, and tie in there. It's gonna go on this side of those white H braces, kind of about in line. You can't hardly see the new fence down there, but we're about in line right where we're at right now. Maybe a little bit over. Yeah, pretty close right where we're at. So I mean, we're gonna miss that piles, but you just don't want to get too close, take a chance on heating the wire up too much, for sure. So anyway, I'm out of here. Don't forget to like and subscribe, leave comments, ring that notification bell, and that way you know when I post new videos. Follow me on Instagram, DirtDaddy953. I'll have some pictures on there. So anyway, guys, as always, appreciate you. Whoops. And I appreciate everything you guys do and your support on the channel and on Instagram. So anyway, I had another question about when I'm gonna start selling shirts. So I may in fact kind of start be thinking a little bit more serious about that. So anyway, guys, I'm out of here. Thanks. We'll catch you later.